It's late. Your room is dim, that dull, blue glow of your phone, the only light left. You're scrolling, not because you care what's on the screen, but because the silence feels heavier than the noise. You don't even know what you're looking for anymore. A distraction, a pulse, something that feels real for 5 seconds. And that's when it hits you. You've built a life that looks full, but feels completely empty. You're doing everything you're supposed to, working, posting, smiling on command. But somewhere deep down, you feel like you're slowly fading out of your own story. Let me explain why. They call it quiet desperation. It's the invisible ache behind the eyes of people who seem fine. The ones who keep moving, keep achieving, but can't remember the last time they actually felt alive. It's the businessman who stares at the ceiling at 3 a.m., wondering why all his success feels like nothing. The mother who loves her kids but misses the woman she was before they were born. The young man who does everything right and still feels like he's wasting his life. This isn't depression, it's disconnection, a subtle fracture between who you are and who you're pretending to be. You see, modern life is built to numb you. We trade meaning for momentum. We glorify the grind, worship productivity, and call exhaustion ambition. You wake up, you chase, you perform. And in those rare moments when you stop, you feel the weight of everything you've been avoiding. The loneliness, the boredom, the quiet truth that maybe you don't know why you're doing any of it. Here's the truth most people never say out loud. The opposite of happiness isn't sadness, it's numbness. And numbness doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in one compromise at a time. You silence your opinions to keep the peace. You take the job that drains you because it pays well. You stay in the relationship that doesn't challenge you because it's stable. You trade fire for comfort. And slowly, the flame that made you goes out. That's not random, it's psychology. Humans are meaning-seeking creatures. Without purpose, we self-destruct. That's why people with everything, money, beauty, status, can still feel hollow. Because the soul doesn't want comfort, it wants significance. It wants to know that what it's doing matters. And when you spend too long denying that, your life becomes a quiet emergency. I knew a man once, a real achiever. Big job, nice house, family. He had everything people say you're supposed to want. But he told me something I'll never forget. He said, "Every morning I feel like I'm playing a character I never auditioned for." That's what quiet desperation looks like. Living a script you didn't write, saying lines you don't believe in, for an audience that doesn't even care. He wasn't depressed. He was disconnected from himself, from his values, from anything that felt true. And maybe so are you. Let me break it down even further. The modern world teaches you to outsource your meaning. You don't ask, "Who am I?" anymore. You ask, "Who do they want me to be?" Likes, followers, salary, validation. These are the new gods we pray to. They give us a quick dopamine hit, but never peace. Because peace doesn't come from the external. It comes from alignment. You're not lost, you're misaligned. Every time you say yes when your body screams no, you split a little further from yourself. Every time you hide your truth to stay liked, you bury another piece of your authenticity. And eventually, there's nothing left to feel but emptiness. Here's the cruel irony. The people most admired are often the most miserable. Because the higher you climb in the world's eyes, the further you fall from your own. Society doesn't reward peace. It rewards performance. And the more you perform, the less you feel. That's why you can scroll through hundreds of smiling faces online and still sense that everyone's dying inside. Perfect lives, empty eyes. They're not living, they're curating. So what's the way out? It's not another vacation. It's not quitting your job to find yourself. It's simpler and much harder. You have to face the silence. The same silence you keep running from. Because inside it lives everything you've been avoiding. The grief, the regrets, the dreams you buried alive. Sit with it, let it hurt, let it speak. That's how you remember who you were before the world told you who to be. Here's the truth, brutal, but freeing. You don't need to fix your life overnight. You just need to stop lying to yourself. Stop pretending that you're okay when you're not. Stop chasing things that make you impressive instead of fulfilled. Stop mistaking movement for meaning. Because the moment you tell the truth, everything changes. You stop living on autopilot. You start feeling again. You start noticing the small things, like how the sun hits your skin or how real laughter feels when it's not forced. You remember that life isn't about being fine. It's about being real. So tonight, when you're lying in bed, staring at the ceiling in that quiet space between exhaustion and dread, don't reach for your phone. Don't drown the silence. Listen to it. Because that ache you feel, that's your soul trying to wake you up. It's not the end. It's the beginning. Final reflection. You're not broken. You're just tired of performing. And maybe that's the first honest thing you felt in years. The quiet desperation isn't your enemy. It's your invitation to stop existing and start living.